bank. But you will notice that on the receipt side, there is a column for discounts allowed. On the credit side, we also have details, folio, cash bank, but there is a column for discounts received. Hence the name 3-column cash book, cash, bank, and one for discounts. All right. Now, look at this scenario. It involves Julie and Romy. 15 days ago, apparently, Romy had sold Julie some goods on credit. 15 days later, Julie comes. Hear her. Hello, Romy. Could you please tell me how much I owe you? Romy responds. Hi, Julie. Your account says $300, but since you're paying before 20 days, you're allowed a discount of 5%, which makes $15. So you only have to pay $285. You'll benefit from paying early. Wouldn't you be happy? So hear what Julie says. Okay, so I'll give the check to your cashier. Thanks a lot. Now, students, think about the scenario. She's paying early, so she has received a discount. But what type of discount did Julie get? Let's just zero in on types of discount. There are 2 types of discount, students. Sorry, 2 types of cash discounts. Now, we have discounts allowed, and we also have discounts received. Hold that. Don't let it go. 2 types of cash discounts. Discounts allowed, discounts received. Now, the discount received, these are given to us by our creditors or credit suppliers for prompt payment. Think about Julie. Did she receive a discount a while ago for prompt payment? So what type of discount did she get then? Boom, you're correct. She got a discount received. The next one, of course, discount allowed. These are given to our debtors or our credit customers for prompt payment. Did Romy give Julie a discount? Yes, he allowed her a discount. So that is known as discount allowed. I hope you're zeroing in, and I hope you have your paper, your cash book sheet before you, a clean soft eraser, your pen, your pencil, and you're taking your notes. All right. Now, what's the key point emanating from this? Cash discounts are given for prompt payment, students. When you pay on time, within a specified period, you get your cash discount. Now, here's a trivia. What is the main difference between the 2 and the 3-column cash book? Is it A, the 2-column cash book accounts for liabilities, B, the inclusion of debtors in the 3-column cash book, C, discounts are considered in the 3-column cash book, D, discounts are not considered in the 3-column cash book? The answer is coming up later. Now here we have a work exercise, students. Now we have a set of transactions for the month of May 2018. Now, when you go into the exam and you get a cash book question, it could be either for a 2-column or a 3-column. What you need to do to find out if you really need a 3-column instead of the 2-column? What? Yes, you would look to see if any of the transaction involve discounts. Remember, we just established that? So therefore, let's just quickly look. May 2, we paid T. Thomas $80 by check, deducting 5% cash discount. That sounds like we're going to need a 3-column cash book. All right? So we're going to start heading up then our 3-column cash book. May 1, balances were brought forward for cash as well as for bank. May 2, we paid T. Thomas $80 by check, deducting 5% cash discount. May 6, we paid rent by check. May 10, we paid their the following paid their account, in each case deducting 2%, L. Love, $4,000, B. Blake, $1,200. May 15, we took $50 out of the cash and we paid it into the bank. And May 20, there was cash sales, which was paid directly into the bank. Now we're going to put all these transactions in the 3-column cash book. All right, so that's a requirement. We're going to write up the 3-column cash book, and also we're going to balance our cash book. So here is our 3-column cash book. Now, May 1, in the details, you'll notice we have balance BD. Now, somehow, we have a cash balance of that should be $211. Bank balance is $3,080. We had the question set before on a slide, but you can refer to the flip chart that's to my right for figures. So May 1, we have balance BD of $211, and then there's bank figure for balance of $3,080. Now, students, this balance BD simply means that $211 had closed the previous month. We end the month before May, April, with $211 cash, and we also ended it with $3,080 in the form of checks or bank balance. Now, we enter our balances on the debit side because both cash and bank are assets. And you would have known that from grade 10, right? Good. Or 9. Now, May 2. What happened on May 2? We paid T. Thomas $80 by check, deducting 5%. Now, students, reason with me. We paid T. Thomas $80 by check, deducting 5%. It simply means that when we deduct, we are taking out 5% of the $80. So we're going to first find 5% of $80. Work with me. 5 divided by 100 times $80. 5 divided by 100 times $80. Work it out. All right. When you do that, students, hold on to your answer a little. In the details, we're going to put T. Thomas. In the folio, we will put PL. And PL stands for purchases, not journal. Purchases, ledger. Yes, good. Remember, all our creditors' accounts are found in the purchases ledger, you know. Good. Then you notice I have a 5 beside it. I made it up. It's a page number. What I'm simply saying here is that when we go to the purchases ledger on page 5, we will see T. Thomas account, T account. Now, you had just worked out your discount, which was 5%. Percent always mean out of 100. 5 divided by 100 times 80. How much did you get? 4. Students, you do not, and I repeat, you do not write the 5% in the discount area. No, no. You work it out first. You'll work it out first. And the answer you get in money form, you will put it in under the discount heading. So therefore, you're receiving a discount of $4. How much were you supposed to pay before? $80. So what you will do now, you will minus the $4 from the $80, and you will only have to pay $76. So the $80 minus the $4 will give you $76. Okay, moving on. On May 6th, what happened? We paid rent by check $100. Does that include a discount? No. Very good. So you just put it in normally, good, without calculating any discount. Now, students, we are paying our rent. Watch the flow of the money. If the money is coming in, it is receipt. So we would record it on the receipt side. If we are paying out the money, it will go on the right side because it is payment. Is that clear? Good. Watch the flow of the money. Coming in, receipt. Going out, payment. So we go on the credit side and we'll enter May 6th as date, rent as our details, and $100 under bank because we paid by check. And when you see the word check, it is synonymous to bank. All right. Now in the folio column, you'll recognize that I have GL, which stands for General Ledger. Good. And the page number is beside it. It is page 7. Good. So the rent account is in the General Ledger on page 7. Beautiful. Now, May 10. May 10 says, the following paid their account, in each case deducting 2%. Now you notice, I'm actually instructing you and I'm carrying you through the calculation of the discount. Good. Love, $4,000, but they are paying their account to us. So will the money be coming in or will it be going out? Now, because I see the word pay, they're going to put it on the payment side, you know. Look, watch the flow of the money. L, Love paid, and B, Blake paid their account, deducting 2%. Now, what am I going to do first? Reason. They are paying their account to us. So the money is going to come in. So it simply means that we're going to receive. Good. Then you find the discount. So 2 divided by 100, because percent always mean out of 100. So 2 divided by 100 times $4,000. Let's work out the discount for Love. So we're receiving, so we go on the receipt side, May 10, Love. And of course, when you find 2% of $4,000, you will get 80. So I'm getting a chance to pay with $80 less, 2% discount. Probably not big for right home about, but him still get a discount. So 2% of 4,000 gives you 80. What am I now going to do with the $80? Just walk away and say I'm done paying me? No. I'm going to now subtract the $80 from the $4,000, and therefore he is going to pay us what? Not $4,000 this time, but what? $3,920, because you take off $80 off and $4,000. For B, Blake, you follow the same thing. 2 divided by 100. I'm going to walk around, to make sure that you're calculating properly, okay? So make sure you're doing your work. 2 divided by 100 times 1,200. That is going to be for B, Blake. When we do that, 2 divided by 100 times 1,200, you will recognize that B, Blake got a discount of $24. When you get the discount, minus it from the original figure to find out how much the person will pay. So $24 now will be subtracted from B, Blake's $1,200 that he had originally owed us. And he will therefore pay us $1,176. Good. On May 15, a very interesting transaction took place. Now, it says that we took $50 out of the cash and paid it into the bank. Mercy. We take $50 from somewhere and put it somewhere. It simply means that where we take it from, we'll no longer have it, and where we put it is now going to receive it. Now, can anybody recall for me what type of transaction that is when the transaction affects both the cash and bank? Grade 10? All right, if you didn't learn, jump with me. Now, that would be known as what we call Contra Entries. Contra Entries are transactions that affect both the cash and the bank accounts in the cash book. Both the cash and the bank accounts in the cash book. So, on May 15, a Contra Entry did take place because we took out of the cash and we paid it into the bank. Boom. All right, how do we treat that now? We first took it out of the cash. So we are paying out of the cash. It therefore means that you're going to go on the payment side for cash, and you will write your date, May 15, and you're going to put in your details, bank, but you're going to go on the cash, and you're going to take out the $50. Now, this $50 was paid into the bank. So May 15, you're going to show also that the bank received $50, and in the details you will write cash. Now, if you notice in the folio, I have a letter what? C, and that indicates that it's a contra entry. Now, on May 20, what happened? Cash sales on May 20, let's look at our flip chart here. On May 20, cash sales was paid directly into the bank. Cash sales was paid directly into the bank. Would that be a contra entry? No. Why not? And it having the word cash and it also having the word bank. Me say, confuse me. Me not understand. Hold it. For contra entry, you must take it out of one and put it into the other. However, on May 20, the cash sales will sell the goods and Mr. go straight to the bank, go lodge it. Did you put it in the cash till? No, you went straight to the bank to lodge it. So that's not a contra entry. You didn't take it from one and put it into the other. So all we simply do, we go to the receipt side to show that the bank received sales, and sales is in the details of $88. Now the sales account will be found in the general ledger, and I made up a page number of 12. All right? Good. Now, the next thing that we should set out to learn according to our objectives is how to balance our cash book. I want you to take a screenshot of this because we'll be going relatively fast, but at a pace enough for you to understand. In balancing the cash book, there are 3 basic steps. Select the account you wish to balance first, that is either the cash or the bank account. Then you add each side of the selected column separately as rough work. You subtract your answers, yes, that you receive in step 2, and you record your answer on the smaller side, using the last of the month as date and balance CD as details. And of course, you will repeat the steps for the other column, that is either the cash or the bank. All right, so here we are with our cash book. And we're going to balance. You're going to do the writing for me today. I want to balance the cash first. So the first thing that I will do, student, according to my steps, let's go back. Oops. According to my steps, the first thing that I'm going to do is to actually select the column that I want to balance first. And I told you that my desire is to balance my cash column first. And step 2, I'm going to add the selected column separately as rough work. So step 1, I want to balance my cash column first. So what I'm going to do first is to add each side of the cash column separately as rough work. When I add the debit side, I get a total of 211. See, I put my total there. When I add my credit side for cash, I'll get a total of 194. You can check. It therefore means that the cash debit and the cash credit, they are not balanced as is. One side is 211 and one side is 194. We need to balance it up. So how much do I need to put on the smaller side to make it the same as the larger side? Yes. What would I do? Good. I'll subtract the smaller total, which is 194, from the larger total, which is 211, and I'll get $17. Now, the step 3, I'll record the difference, which is $17, on the smaller side. Boom. The other step is to basically use balance CD as my details, good, and the last day of the month as my date. Now, students, you would have had your calculator. Quickly add $50, 144, and 17 for me. When you add that, how much do you get? I got 212. So both sides are balanced now, right? So you'll repeat the steps now for the bank. Add the bank columns separately, subtract the answers, record the answer on the smaller side. Now, I'm going to add first the debit side of the bank column to see my total and balance. When I add, I get a total of 8,314. I will subtract from the 8,314 the difference of $176, which is the total on the credit, and I will get $8,138 as my balance. What this is simply saying is that after receiving cash of $211 and spending out of it $144, I only have $17 left at the end. That's what we call our balance CD. It is also saying that after receiving a total of $8,314 in the bank and paying out $176, I only have $8,138 left at the end of the month. Good? Receipts minus the payments. Now remember, students, it stands. If the closing balance is on the credit, then the opening balance must be shown on the debit. Good. So, here we are. Our closing balance is on the credit, and our opening balance, to show continuity, will be shown on the, our opening balance will be shown on the debit side. So remember, your balance CD is the same as your balance BD. There's a balance CD of $17 for cash, and there's also a balance BD of $17 for cash. I don't know, this is jumping a little, but technology. Now stop you from learn. Now for the discount columns though, you don't have no balance CD or balance BD. You just add them up straight and you get your total. So for the month, we had a total discount of $104. And for the month, we had a total discount received of $20. Remember, balance CD on one side, balance BD for it must be shown on the opposite side. Always remember too, that our cash columns or cash account can never show a credit balance because you can't spend more cash than what you have. But the bank columns can do because you can end with an overdraft. So that's basically our 3-column cash book here. Now, here's another trivia. Contra entry affect only one side of the cash book, both sides of the cash book in the cash account. Contra entries are transactions that affect both sides of the cash account in the cash book, or both the bank and the cash accounts. Sorry, both the cash and bank accounts in the cash book. Answer is coming up. Now, students, for the next class, I want you to research or try to recall and make notes on how we post discounts allowed and discounts received in the ledger. All right? Our lesson for today was on the 3-column cash book. Let's do a lesson summary before we answer our trivias. We said that the 3-column cash book is a book of original entry, yes? That is used to record both cash and bank transaction involving discounts. We also said that there are 2 types of cash discounts. These are discounts allowed and discounts received. Discounts allowed, thank you very much, are given to a business debtor when he or she pays on time. Discounts received are gained from creditors when they pay on time. Students, remember, 2 types of cash discounts. Discounts received, discounts allowed. All right. Our summary continues. Discounts allowed student, because that's a common mistake that is made in the exam. When we're drawing up the 3-column cash book, sometimes students get confused, yeah, with the sides to put the discounts. Discounts allowed is always on the debit side or the receipt side, because it's while you're getting the money from your customer, receiving the money from your customer, that you're allowing them a discount. And also, discount allowed is an expense, and all expenses are debited. On the other hand, discounts received is on the credit side of the cash book. It's a revenue, and all revenues are credited. Good. So while we are paying our supplier, that's why they're on the payment side. While we're paying our suppliers, we'll receive a discount. Now, we had some 2 trivias, and let's look now at the answers. Trivia number 1. What is the difference between the 2-column and the 3-column cash book? What was your answer? I hope you selected C. Discounts are considered in the 3-column cash book, but they are not considered in the 2-column cash book. We can say that again? Discounts are considered in the 3-column cash book, but they are not considered in the 2-column cash book. Our second trivia question was, Contra entries, how do they affect the cash book? I hope your answer was D. Contra entries are transactions that affect both the bank and cash accounts of the cash book. So they affect both sides of the cash book. So students, let me hope that you have zeroed in on the 3-column cash book. Point of interest: if you have slackened up on calculating discounts, you need now to brush up, or to calculate percentages, you need now to brush up on the same. Because the question might give you explicitly the discount figure in dollars, but there are times when they will state it as percentage, as in the case of today's lesson. So you will need to remember that once it is stated in percentage, you will have to calculate. You will say, if it's 2% that is given, 2 out of 100 times whatever money was owed. When you work that out, that is not the answer. You will now subtract that from the original sum that was owed, and that will be your discounted amount. Students, it's not hard. All you have to do is to practice, practice, practice. Another important thing that you must remember is that when you're in the exam, if you want to know the appropriate cash book to use, you have a list of transactions before you. All you simply do is to examine your transactions, and if they happen to have in percentage, or the word discount, I should say, preferably, you know that you will need a 3-column cash book. So, let me hope that you have learned something. Let me hope that you are on the ball for excellence. All you need to do is to remember when you're coming to this class, in addition to grabbing your pens, your rulers, your calculators, you must also grab your will to win. That's it for today's lesson. If you have any questions, send them to Television Jamaica's Facebook page at Television Jamaica, or Instagram at television_Jamaica, or use the hashtag TVJClassTime, and I'll answer as many as I can in terms of your questions in the next class. For me, your teacher, it's bye now. Cape Sociology is after the break. God bless.
Reduce your risk of viral illnesses like the flu and coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing with a tissue and dispose of it. Avoid close contact with anyone with a cold or